That bookshelf you spent 3 hours assembling, the one that's slightly crooked and wobbles when you touch it, you probably think it's worth way more than it actually is. In fact, research shows you might value it up to 5 times higher than an identical shelf built by someone else. And there's a name for this bizarre mental trick. It's called the IKEA effect. And it's not just about furniture. This psychological bias is secretly influencing your decisions every single day. Companies have figured out how to exploit this bias to make billions. And chances are, you've fallen for it without even realizing. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your brain does this, how to spot it happening in real time, and what you can do about it. Let's dive in. The IKEA effect was first officially documented in 2011 by 3 researchers at Harvard Business School: Michael Norton, Daniel Moshon, and Dan Ariely. They ran a series of experiments where people had to build simple IKEA boxes. Then they asked participants how much they'd pay for their own creation versus someone else's. The results were shocking. People valued their own amateur boxes at 63% of the price of expert-made boxes, even though their boxes were objectively worse. But here's the kicker. Independent evaluators who didn't build the boxes, they value the amateur boxes at only 5% of the expert versions. Think about that gap. The builders thought their work was worth 12 times more than others did. That's not a small bias. That's a massive distortion in how we value things. The researchers tried this with origami too. Same result. People who folded cranes value them nearly as much as expert origami, even when theirs looked terrible. They even named it after IKEA because the Swedish furniture giant had built an entire business model around making customers do the work themselves. Brilliant, right? So why does your brain do this? Why do we overvalue things just because we put effort into them? It comes down to 3 key psychological mechanisms. First, there's effort justification. Your brain hates wasted effort. So when you work hard on something, your mind automatically inflates its value to justify the time you spent. It's the same reason you convince yourself that expensive concert was amazing even if it was mediocre. You spent money and time, so it had to be worth it. Your ego depends on it. Second mechanism, psychological ownership. The moment you put your labor into something, your brain starts treating it like it's an extension of yourself. Studies in 2026 show that this ownership feeling activates the same brain regions as physical possession. Your creation literally becomes part of your identity. And third, competence signaling. Completing something, anything, gives your brain a hit of dopamine. It proves you're capable, even if the result is objectively terrible. These 3 forces combine into a perfect storm of bias. And once you understand this, you start seeing it everywhere, including in how companies manipulate you. Let's talk about how businesses weaponize the IKEA effect. Because once they figured this out, everything changed. Build-A-Bear Workshop is a perfect example. They could sell you a stuffed bear for $20. Instead, they charge you $35 to stuff it yourself. And you pay it, happily, because that bear you stuffed, that's not just any bear. That's your bear. The IKEA effect makes you value it way more than a pre-made one. Nike did this brilliantly with Nike by You, formerly Nike ID. You design your own shoes. They cost more, take longer to arrive, and people love them more than standard models. In 2026, the custom product market hit $100 billion globally. Companies realize people will pay premium prices for the privilege of doing work themselves. Even food companies use this. Betty Crocker originally made cake mix where you just added water. Sales were terrible. Know why? It was too easy. People felt like they weren't really baking. So Betty Crocker changed the formula. Now you had to add eggs and oil. Sales exploded. By making it slightly harder, they gave people just enough effort to trigger the IKEA effect. Suddenly, this wasn't just cake. It was their cake, their creation. This is why meal kit services like HelloFresh are worth billions. They're literally charging you to cook your own food, and you think you're getting a deal. But here's where the IKEA effect gets dangerous. Because this bias doesn't just affect your wallet. It affects your judgment in ways that can seriously hurt you. Entrepreneurs fall victim to this constantly. You build a business idea from scratch. You invest months or years. Your brain makes you believe it's gold. But objective observers can see it's failing. They tell you to pivot or quit, and you ignore them. Not because you're stupid, because the IKEA effect has hijacked your perception. This is why sunk cost fallacy and IKEA effect often work together. You've already invested the effort, so you keep investing more, even when it's clearly not working. It happens in relationships, too. You've invested years trying to fix something. The IKEA effect makes you overvalue the relationship just because you've worked on it so hard. Parents experience this with their kids' artwork. That scribble your 5-year-old made? You genuinely think it's museum-worthy. Other people see random crayon marks. The effect even extends to ideas. Research shows we value our own ideas up to 3 times more than identical ideas from someone else, just because we thought of it first. This creates massive problems in workplaces. Teams reject better solutions from others because they're emotionally attached to their own worst ideas. Productivity suffers. Let me give you some real-world examples from 2026 so you can spot this in your own life. Home renovations. Studies show people who DIY their renovations think they've added 30 to 40% to home value. Appraisers? They see maybe 10%. Huge gap. Social media content. You spend 3 hours editing a video. You think it's incredible. It gets 12 views. The IKEA effect made you blind to the fact that it's actually boring. College students experience this writing papers. You slaved over that essay for days. You think it deserves an A. Your professor gives it a C. The effort doesn't equal quality. And here's a weird one. Personality tests you fill out yourself versus ones others fill out about you. You value your self-assessment way more, even when others' assessments are more accurate. The IKEA effect isn't going away. Your brain is wired for this. But awareness is power. Once you know what's happening, you can catch yourself in the act. Here's what to do. Before making decisions about your own creations, explicitly ask for outside opinions. Not from friends who will be nice. From people who will be brutally honest. Second, create a cooling off period. When you finish building something, wait 72 hours before deciding its value. That emotional high fades, and you'll see more clearly. Third, actively look for evidence against your creation. Force yourself to list 5 genuine flaws. This counteracts your brain's automatic defensive mode. And remember, the IKEA effect isn't always bad. It can motivate you to finish projects. It creates emotional connections. The problem is when it blinds you to reality. If this video changed how you see your own creations, do me a favor. Smash that like button and subscribe. We explore psychological biases like this every single week. The next time you're convinced something you built is amazing, pause. Ask yourself, am I seeing this clearly, or is the IKEA effect playing tricks on my mind? That awareness alone will save you countless hours and dollars.